Good morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Students, whenever we talk about Henry Fayol, his 14 principles of management come to our mind. He is known as father of general management. But what about Frederick Winslow Taylor? Frederick Winslow Taylor, also known as F.W. Taylor, is the father of scientific management. He has given many principles and techniques of scientific management which are very much applicable these days. So students, let us discuss one of such techniques, which is functional foremanship. Before starting with functional foremanship, we must first understand the meaning of workers and supervisors. Students, we all know that there are three levels of management: top, middle and lower level management. Lower level management constitutes supervisors or foremen. Students, supervisors or foremen work over workers. Workers actually work in the factory. They produce the output, they generate the output. But who supervises them or guides them or instructs them? It is the supervisors or foremen who guides the workers, who supervises the workers or instructs the worker in producing or generating the output. Actually, the work is being done by the workers, but there is a person who's continuously guiding, who's continuously instructing, who's continuously supervising them. That person is a supervisor or a foreman. So supervisor or foreman come under lower level management, and they work over the workers. Students, the techniques of scientific management which are given by F.W. Taylor are basically focusing on the workforce, how to increase the productivity, how to make the workforce generate more output, increase the productivity, etc. Because ultimately the production can be increased with the help of the workers only, right? So it basically focuses on lower level management and the workers. Do you think if one person is good at one particular area, he's equally good in all other areas? Like if he is good in purchases, is he equally good in marketing or finance or sales, etc.? Rarely. No person has the capability of being perfect in all the fields of the business, right? You may be good at purchase, you may not be good at marketing. You may be good at sales, but you may not be good at purchases or finance. Therefore, students, F.W. Taylor also felt the same, and he pronounced one of the techniques of scientific management, which is functional foremanship. According to him, in this technique, he says that one person is not capable of handling all the tasks. Okay, that means one supervisor or one foreman is not capable of handling all the tasks effectively. Therefore, one worker should be supervised by several foremen or several supervisors. Now, since he feels that there is a need to have several specialist supervisors over a worker, therefore he separated two departments: planning department and doing department. Why did he make two departments, planning and doing department? Because first of all, we have to plan the production, what we are supposed to plan, and then we produce, then we actually do it. So planning is a different stage and doing is a different stage. First planning is done and then doing, that means production is done, right? So therefore he separated two departments, planning department and doing department. Planning department has 4 separate specialist supervisors, and doing department has another 4 specialist supervisors. All the 8 supervisors, 4 of planning and 4 of doing, all the 8 supervisors supervise a worker. That means one worker is under 8 supervisors. He's getting instructions from 8 supervisors, because all of them are specialists in their areas. All of them are specialists in their areas, because Taylor feels that one person cannot be a specialist in all the areas. Therefore, there must be several specialists who are training, who are guiding, who are instructing, or who are supervising one worker, so that he gets the best knowledge out of all of them and he produces effectively. Now, Taylor has given particular names to these specialist supervisors. Let us quickly discuss these names and what are their duties. So here it can be seen that there are two departments under factory manager: planning department and production department. Production department is also called doing department. Each of them have 4 supervisors each. Now, starting with planning department, there is instruction card clerk, route clerk, time and cost clerk, and disciplinarian. Instruction card clerk, as the name suggests, lays down the instructions and guidelines for the workers that they need to follow in doing their job. Route clerk, again as the name suggests, tells the route or the sequence of operation, sequence of work which has to be done by machine and men. Time and cost clerk is the foreman who records the time taken by a worker in doing the job, and also he calculates and records the cost of the work done. Then there is disciplinarian, who is responsible for systematic discipline, systematic performance of the job. Next is production department, which has gang boss, repair boss, inspector, and speed boss. Each of them is responsible for the proper production work. Gang boss, he is responsible for the gang of tools, materials, and machines. He keeps all of these ready for operation for the workers. Then there is speed boss. Speed boss is the supervisor who ensures that the work is accomplished in the right time and according to the specified speed. Okay, it talks about time and speed. Then repair boss is responsible for upkeep of machines. He repairs the machines and equipments in an efficient and effective manner. Then there is inspector. Inspector is responsible for the quality of the work. He brings a spirit of quality consciousness in the minds of the workers. So it is very much clear that according to Taylor, one person is not efficient enough to handle all the areas effectively. Therefore, a worker should be supervised or guided or instructed by several supervisors or 8 supervisors who are divided into 2 departments, planning department and doing department. Okay, but students, can you find any contradiction between one of the principles of Henry Fayol and this technique by F.W. Taylor? This is contradictory to unity of command given by Henry Fayol, which says that a subordinate should get instructions and orders from one and only one superior. There should be only one superior who is giving orders to the subordinate, while in this case, in functional foremanship, one subordinate is getting instructions from 8 superiors. So there is a big contradiction between these 2 principles and techniques which are given by both of them. What is the benefit of having functional foremanship as a technique? If there are 8 supervisors who are supervising a worker, 8 of them is a specialist. Each one of them is a specialist in his or her own field. That means the quality of supervision is high. If there are more supervisors, the quality of supervision is high, which leads to better quality work by the workers, which definitely is going to increase the output and efficiency of the workers.